What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again today for another BFR. Game 74 versus the Dallas Stars, 8 games left now. The game started at 7:30 p.m. on March 28th. The score ends up being 4-1 for Dallas. Hawks are up 24, 44, and 6. Vlasic, Mitchell, and Kaiser were all in. Hawks were playing with 11 forwards, 7 defensemen. Tenorti was out, and Englund was out, as well as Kara was out. Kara was out ill, Tenorti some sort of injury. Englund, I think, was just being replaced, but I honestly don't know. Domi was at morning practice. I mentioned this in yesterday's BFR. In his return to Chicago, he was saying hi to all the players in his Dallas with his new team in Dallas. And then other news, Kurashev was done for the season, and of course Taves talked to the media for about 20 minutes. We don't know what his future is in Chicago, as he says. It could be his last few weeks, but he doesn't know. So hopefully he gets in at least one more game, and if he is retiring, we can send him off with a proper goodbye and thank you for all he's done for the organization. In terms of power play, or in terms of shots, Dallas outshoots them 33-18. Chicago outhits Dallas 23-8. Faceoffs are 31-23 Dallas. Power play, Chicago goes 0 for 2. Dallas goes 1 for 4. Stalock saves 26 out of 30 before being ejected. We'll get to that. Mrazek saves 3 out of 3. Ottinger saves 17 out of 18. Let's go to the first, where Robertson's denied early. 14-15, Dallas goal to Tyler Seguin. 18th of the year from Hakanpää and Faksa. That makes it 1-0. The team looks so uncoordinated. I was looking at the Hawks, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for the season to end. And I can watch some actual good teams in the playoffs. Ben missed an open net. 12 minutes in, shots are 2-0 Dallas. Hawks' first shot is at 14 minutes. Domi has a break that's saved. Robertson is saved. Dallas has a 6-on-5 for over a minute. But then the Hawks finally get a stoppage at 3 minutes on the delayed penalty. It's a penalty to Murphy for tripping. And with 1 second left on the power play at 1:01, Dallas power play goal. Colin Miller with a little wrister. 4th of the season from Dadonov and Domi to make it 2-0. We go to the second period, where the Hawks only had 5 shots at the halfway mark. Johnston is saved at 8:36. Dallas deflection goal to Joe Pavelski, his 22nd of the season, from Hanley and Suter to make it 3-0. 7:15, Chicago penalty served by Athanasiou for too many men, which would be killed. We go to the third, where at 19:01 it's a Chicago penalty to Radish for high sticking, which would be killed. Hardman has a good hit on Hanley. 13:30, Dallas penalty to Kiviranta for tripping, which would be killed. And at 12:56 is where the controversy starts. While on the power play, Hawks get a 2-on-1 going. Dallas gets a 2-on-1 going shorthanded, and it's a tap-in one-timer shorthanded for Luke Glendening at 12:56. His third of the season from Lindell and Delangelo to make it 4-0. As he tips it in, Glendening comes across. It's completely accidental. I think it was completely accidental, but levels Stalock in the face, and Stalock is down. I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna have another concussion or something like that, because he's had several this year already. He runs over Stalock, and then he's down for a little. He gets up, he stays in the game, and then he does not stop at the refs. He was yapping, he's yelling, he's cursing, he's saying every word he could probably think of, which understandably he got run over on a goal and there was no penalty. Just because it was accidental doesn't mean it's not a penalty. I accidentally tripped someone, but that's a penalty. Sorry. At the time, I didn't think it was a penalty. I still don't think it's a penalty, but it was just interesting to see Stalock completely lose it. 9:27 before he gets ejected, it's a Chicago stuff-in goal for Tyler Johnson, who gets his. Wow, I really just did not fill in the number. Be back in a moment. Sorry about that. He gets his 9th of the season. I don't know why I didn't fill that out. It's from Kaiser and Dickinson. Kaiser gets his first NHL point, I believe that was. Let me write that down. First point. Dickinson also with an assist. Before that, Tyler Johnson had hit the post, and then Kaiser hit the post, and it was on the rebound that Tyler Johnson was able to get one past Ottinger. And then at 8:15, it's a Chicago penalty to Stalock served by Athanasiou for unsportsmanlike conduct. So he gets a minor penalty there. It would be killed. Kaiser's denied. And then during the commercial break, Stalock is given a game misconduct. So we come back and it's just like, Stalock's been ejected. I'm like, what? Okay. So Mrazek comes in with 3 minutes and 37 seconds left, ice cold. So luckily he didn't tear something or pull something, because that would have been awful. Reichel has a chance that's saved late, and then at 3:31, Chicago penalty and Dallas penalty. We have a fight. It's Murphy and Dellandrea. Murphy clearly won that fight because Dellandrea was bleeding by the end of it, and Murphy was just laying it into him with his left hand. So they get 5 for fighting, and Vlasic is hurt on a blocked shot, and he looked like he was ailing on the bench, so hopefully he didn't have another issue with his leg. He already broke his leg in the minors earlier this year, so it would not be nice to have another broken leg. But that's going to be all I have for you guys today. Next game will be against St. Louis on Thursday, so there'll be no video until Friday, most likely. In terms of the standings, now I finally have an updated board. Boston's got the Y, Toronto, Carolina, New Jersey, and Rangers have all clinched. They have the X. Boston, I'm pretty sure with a win, clinches the President's Trophy and the conference and everything and stuff like that. In the West, we're still waiting for someone to clinch the playoffs. Teams that are eliminated, we now have 6. Montreal, Columbus in the East. In the West, Arizona, Anaheim, San Jose, Chicago. Excuse me. And by the way, San Jose with a shutout against Winnipeg. They win 3-0 last night. They now, pass Columbus and Chicago, as Chicago now has the second highest odds. Columbus with the first for the first overall pick. Columbus just needs to win a game, and the Hawks just have to lose the rest in regulation. That is it. That's how close we are to Bedard. We have 8 games to let it happen. If it doesn't, well, hopefully we win the lottery. If we're already in the top. I don't know how the lottery works in that case, but I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be all I have for you guys today. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.